So this is how much of a nerd I am. I am out here, it's like, I don't know, 9 p.m. on a Friday night. I haven't been able to fly over the last couple of days just because we've got like a really cloudy, low, I mean, you can kind of see the clouds behind me. I'm such a nerd. I'm out here at the Addison Airport, just parked in a parking lot, watching planes take off, listening to the radio, watching planes come in. Here's a jet. Here's a BE-40 landing right now at Addison Airport. Pretty freaking cool to me, man. Flying a big jet sounds fun. You know, flying one of those big 200 passenger jets, American Airlines, Delta, whatever. But for some reason, like, I am very particular to these, you know, 10, 20 people private business jets. Those just sound really fun to me. Have no idea what I'm talking about, but that sounds real fun to me. Just out here at Addison Airport. Here's what's funny. Back in the day, I used to work like right over there. Right around the bend. I always thought it was weird that I kind of like worked right near the airport. Of course, for years, this was just, Addison Airport. That's just what it was. Now I'm like really interested in Addison Airport.
Caddo Mills traffic, Cherokee 6626 Juliet's gonna back taxi 13, Caddo Mills. Alright, go ahead, you're clear. The other guy's just entering a downwind. Caddo traffic, that's a target for 235, entering at speed for runway 13, Caddo. Caddo Mills traffic, there's traffic on the runway, do not, you're gonna have to go around. Caddo Mills traffic. 235, Caddo Mills, 235. One of these guys do. He says he's gonna go on 18, so we're gonna stop short of 18, so just, they're being assholes is what they're doing, excuse my language, so we'll just stop up here. Or let's just turn around at the 1,000 foot right here. So just kind of go all the way to the right, and then come back around to the left. We're gonna wait for this aircraft to overfly us, and then once they're kind of clear of us, we'll take off. Caddo Mills traffic Tokyo 911, final 18, we have plenty of runway. If we're not off the runway by the next 1,000 footers, then we're gonna board, okay? Okay. So we'll wait for this aircraft to pass kind of over us. They should offset to the left if they were, or they're somewhere right. We'll see when they pass us. There they are. As soon as they're kind of out of the way, we'll announce takeoff and we'll do it, okay? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cut you off. Alright, sir, there's adequate space. Go ahead and announce takeoff.
Caddo Mills traffic, Cherokee 6626 Juliet, departing runway 13, Caddo. Okay, we've got our airspeed is alive. We can start to rotate. We're going to just gradually pull back. And you'll feel when it wants to fly. Yeah, very nice. And then lower our nose just a little bit. Caddo Mills traffic, 26 Juliet. We are going to exit the pattern at 45 from runway 13, Caddo. Alright, you go ahead. Caddo traffic, we'll make a turn. For runway 13, Caddo, have that shot to the side over here. Right about here looks good. Okay, and then you say we get up to pattern altitude and then we can exit? Yeah, we'll continue climbing to pattern altitude, say like 1,500, and then we'll make a turn out to the north. A little hazy out today. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, sometimes it's like that. It's not too bad, you can see pretty far. Yeah. You can see over there, that's Greenville's airspace, so we want to stay well out of their airspace, which we are. We're just kind of maybe like 2 or 3 miles from it, so we're okay. These winds are right above us. They're 1,000. Yeah. So let's go ahead and hit direct enter on your GPS. Okay. Direct. Okay. Let's take that track. I'm going to take this off. I'm going to desire track. So I'm going to show you a trick. If I hit menu, change fields, and we're going to make this DTK. And on your check right there, you're going to want to see that you start the timer, or you make note of the timer on takeoff, and then you know when you're at your top of your climb. We'll say 4,500. Just a little bit more to get to our best rate and maintain that. Or you could do cruise climb.
Yeah, that's what I was at.
Do whatever you planned. So you can either plan best rate all the way.
It was cruise climb.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, then just do that. You can see this road's going to be 380 coming out of McKinney all the way to Greenville. And there's Lake Lavon and the bridge on Maryland. And you said our top of line is just going to pass that landmark. I guess you can say that airport's really difficult to find. I've never found it.
See, this is our first waypoint, which is the north side of Lake Lavon.
Okay, very good.
Okay, so now that we are cruising,
So for cruise, pitch, trim, power trim.
pitch, trim, power, trim.
Yes, sir. I have the traffic inside over here just ahead of our wing.
Thank you.
And that's the thing, that's something you have to learn. It's all my motor skills that you don't really, it's something that you just get over time.
Right. So we're getting off track just a little bit.
Yeah, just make a small correction to left. You're doing great. It's good that you noticed it. It's okay for us to deviate a little bit. We do have this airspace right here, and they have jumpers. So what we could do is switch to that frequency since we're away from Caddo Mills and monitor the frequency on the plate. Let's try 123.075. Another thing we can do is switch back to guard over here, because if they drop jumpers, they announce them on guard as well. So can you do both COM 1 and COM 2 for listening? Yeah. And you can see Bonham Airport right there off the road. There's the water tower and then a green field. And that's, you see it just ahead of our wing? Yep.
Never been there. I've never been up this way.
Okay, well,
This is the furthest north I've been.
I want to challenge you to go to new places every time.
Hey, that's great. That's, I'm really into that.
We can hit Bonham on the way back if you want.
Okay.
We don't really need to cross over midfield because we're already on the side of the runway.
So we can just go around it and enter in
the
445?
safest way for an untowered field is to kind of come out a little bit to the east, and then turn at a 45-degree angle into the downwind. That's the best way, right? Because we're already on the downwind side, right? So runways, think of your airplane as in the downwind right now.
Yeah.
And we want to point the other way to be on final, right? So here's our runway, we're in the downwind. So we want to just maybe kind of come into the downwind like this. So once we get closer, we'll just kind of make a little left turn, enter on a 45, and then straighten out into the downwind. So the safest way when you're on the downwind side is just to enter on a 45-degree. Think about,
that's right.
So, but 17 will be facing south. Yeah. But you want to cross over to this side, that would put us on the downwind for 35.
Oh,
because the left,
you're totally right. You're totally right.
The left is the direction you turn when you're in the pattern.
You're absolutely right. I was backwards. I was totally thinking backwards.
I used to think left and right was like a side, but that left and right doesn't make sense because it's relative to your current position.
Exactly.
When do we want to start descending for the pattern? We're 17 miles. And so have you ever heard the 3-to-1 rule?
Yes, I have.
Very good.
So that means
for every 1,000 feet we want to lose, we want to multiply that by 3, right?
Yeah.
And pattern's probably, let's see, what's pattern altitude?
if I remember correctly, it was...
Don't guess, it's right there on your plate.
Yeah, so my plate is...
or go back to the map, it's on your sectional. It's at the bottom road is sectional on the far left. bottom row.
So it's kind of zoom in just a little bit.
Yeah, you're talking about right here?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
so 700 basically.
Yeah, so you would add
1,700 is where we want to be.
For rounding, we'll call it 1,500, right?
Okay.
And we'll say we're at 4,500 minus 15 is like 3,000
Yeah, 3,000
yeah.
feet. 3,000
so 3
feet.
times 3 is 12. So at about 12
3 times 3 is 9.
Oh, you're right. And then you want to add another buffer to that, so you're not descending on the middle of the field, because we want to get to pattern early.
Yeah.
So I would say like 3 or 4 mile buffer. So I would say at about 12 miles is where we should start descending.
Okay.
9 would be correct if you were like coming into the middle of the field as a helicopter, but we want to be at pattern before we get to the area to help us look for traffic.
Yeah, so my top of descent is coming up here in about 4 miles is what I had, which is a little too long probably.
No, that's
give it a little buffer.
I think that's fine.
Okay. Why don't we listen to the ALOS?
Sounds good to me.
Roseanne 10, sky condition, clear below 12,000, temperature 29 Celsius, dew point 20 Celsius.
And if you want, give them a call.
Okay. Durant traffic, right?
And you're about 10 to the south-southeast.
Durant traffic, Cherokee 6626 Juliet. We are about 10 miles south-southeast of the airfield coming in for landing on 17 Durant.
That was a perfect call, man. I don't know why you say you're nervous.
Well, untowered not so much, but when they start talking back to you, that's when I get a little...
That's all right.
Because I gotta... Some people, like, they talk real fast, you know?
Yeah, that's hard.
Mutter it.
But they're just going to tell you where to go and what to do, right? That's all they're saying.
Oh, man, beautiful. This is, to me, this is what flying's all about.
I think you're doing really well so far. We'll see how your landings are, but we'll work on it. That's our goal today.
So the airport's going to be off here to about 11 o'clock, and I don't see it yet. Maybe...
I don't quite have it in sight yet either.
We're 8.5 miles.
There should be the city of Durant to the north of the airport. I don't see that yet either.
Had a good time tonight. What a wacky world, man. So got on the phone with this flight instructor. His name is Cody. Talked to him for quite a while. Felt really good about his qualifications. He's got like 1,700 hours. Been flying for several years. About my age. Lives in the same area. Trying to get to the airlines. Basically everything I'm trying to do, right? We meet at 3 p.m. We kind of go through some basic questions, look through the POH, talk about the flight plan, what we're gonna do, have a little dinner, head out to Caddo Mills, get the airplane ready. While we're doing our run-up, the freaking handle of the door breaks off in his hand, and I'm like, oh my God, what in the world is going on? And just cannot get this door open. The handle's like completely stripped off. So we pull it back in, and I'm like, oh man, is this gonna be another scenario where I gotta say no to the flight instructor because like some weird little item that's gonna cause us to just not be able to go fly? Like the dude from yesterday whose headset didn't work, and like we can't even go because his headset doesn't work. I don't know, that was strange. Basically what happens is this guy's fueling up, we pull in behind him, we have him come open it up, and I'm on the phone talking to a client. He runs off trying to find somebody who might have a little Allen wrench. Finally comes back, he's like, man, nobody's got anything. I'm like, dude, let's just sit in the passenger seat and let's see if you can fit your arm through here and open the door. So he did that, and he's like, yeah, okay, I can open it up. Hey, I'm comfortable. Worst case scenario, if we're in an emergency, I'm just gonna have to stick my arm through the window and we can get out of here. So no big deal. I feel comfortable. Let's go ahead and fly. So we get it all fired back up. We head up to Durant, Oklahoma. It's a very pleasurable flight. Very hazy. Kind of hard to see, actually. Even though it was fine visibility, it looked real weird because it was super hazy. Go all the way up to Durant, do a couple of laps in the pattern, and it is starting to get nighttime at this moment. So then we did like a good hour of full night training, which is I have not done yet, and that was so awesome, man. Did some night flying, some night landings, did maneuvers in the air at night, came all the way back to Caddo, did 2 landings at Caddo with the lights on. First time like clicking the lights on over the CTAF. Dude, flying is where it's at. Night flying is incredible. Looking at all of the lights, it's cool, it's calm. You can't beat it. This is amazing. So I'm very happy with this guy. He's like, hey, you're doing fantastic. He helped me with my landings better than anybody has so far. He really helped me with that. He's going to give me a solo endorsement tonight, and the plan is to go do a cross-country solo tomorrow back up to Durant, Oklahoma from Caddo Mills. So that's my plan for tomorrow morning. Gonna go do some solo cross-country to Durant, Oklahoma and back. Today is the day for a solo cross country, my very first. What am I on? Instructor number 7 or something like that in 60 days. Not very proud of that. I am not proud of that at all. The flight plan is going to take us from Caddo Mills Airport. We're going to go to Durant, Oklahoma, landing, coming to a full stop, taxiing back, taking back off, and going back to Caddo.